So, wanted to start things off and say there's only a few days for LA Noir, and I cannot wait for that goddamn series, guys. Oh my god, it's just a few days. And mine is already installed, man. Mine is already installed, and I just can't wait for the countdown. Because I'm gonna immediately play. Like, obviously, I'm gonna be busy on the day because I'm gonna be doing shit, but man, I just can't wait for that freaking game, man. So, LA Noir. We're back for more LA Noir, guys. Wrapping up this series, so we can finally start a new one that is LA Noir and continue on the rest that is unfinished. And yeah, guys, hopefully you guys will enjoy the Let's Play. Let's get right into it. Let's start up the next case.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Alright. I always get confused by that shit, right? This way, this
It's a
way.
little get-up of yours anyway.
Down.
Start introducing us as
Go.
Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
So today I've been feeling very
Your interest in
motivated
my
for
appearance is
my
starting
Let's
to get
Plays
me
and all
worried.
this. God
Like it or
damn it!
not,
Fucking
we're a
interrupting me and shit.
dysfunctional couple now.
It's annoying.
People judge me with you on my arm the same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock
man.
shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Yeah, man. Very excited because LA Noire is on the way, man. I'm gonna be so pumped. I'm gonna be so excited for that shit.
You can drive.
But yeah. The Last of Us Part 2! 4 days left, I
Seem
think.
distracted.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Second floor.
And here we go.
In the back.
Thanks.
Second floor, apartment 6 in the back. Roger that. Man. This is the second floor, yeah. Just straight ahead, guys. Straight ahead.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on with it?
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Alright, let's check the
Phelps?
sorry. So this is a mix
Now,
of homicide and
look around.
narcotics.
Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
The neck is bruised pretty badly. Bruised arms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good.
Man, you gotta hate yourself for biting yourself like that. It's pretty messed up. I guess he might some exorcist shit. Oh man.
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down, and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
It spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
The morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Damn it, what? Alright. Let's see, what do we have here? That's it? Okay. Alright, let's check over here. Nothing. I always want to make sure I have all the clues, because for some reason in other cases I kind of missed some clues, you know? One clue, sorry, and it's like bothering me.
It's like barbiturates.
I just want to look for every clue. Every clue I found, because the more clues you find, the more opportunities you will have to, you know, accuse the person that you think is a suspect in the killing and in the murder, whatever you want to call it. Let's see what's in here.
Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing?
But yeah, man.
Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Okay. Let's check around over here. I already checked everything, I think. Hold on. Is there anything else here?
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
Nothing. Maybe one of these two pictures. She looks very young, man. That's so freaking fucked up.
There's been a modeling assignment.
Oh. It's Randall's apartment.
That's a place to start.
Okay. There's a gift from friends. Man, guys, you gotta understand that I'm Hispanic. I'm starting to talk English a lot lately.
Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Yeah. I'm doing my best so you guys can understand my language. I also have people that talk Spanish in the channel, so yeah, they will understand. Some Americans, for some reason, they just don't understand my accent. but man, I'm doing my best. I'm just doing my best to, you know, what the fuck am I missing? Doing my best to them let them know that I can, you know, talk English very well. It's not really that bad, right, guys? What the fuck is in here? Wait. Okay, so you're telling me that there's more to this one? Let's see. Further. What's the hell?
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Alright. That's everything. Nice. So let's see how we can do this, guys. Let's go.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? What else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
All right, let's go.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
That is not true. And what about the pills that we just found? That is not normal.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldsson? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, we got this one. Yeah. Yeah.
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pillbox, the things she hid in there. I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess. Does modeling really pay that well?
You had no idea, woman. You had no idea how well.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Girl, we just found a jacket. That's not from a girl, that's from a man.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynoldsson? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Good jacket, right? Yeah.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry, I don't know. He said he lives in San Francisco.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
No, I'm gonna doubt that.
Mrs. Reynoldsson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldsson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
Alright. I guess we leave. Hold on. I have to close something like that. Some shit.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
Okay.
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm with Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time that can't handle their dope.
You know what? Let's just discard. To be honest, I don't like the car we're using for some reason. It handles very weird. So.
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're going?
There, Randall's apartment. Her store.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
All right.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
I think it's...
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julie worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Telling the truth.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you. How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Yes, okay.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Alright, she obviously doubted that. Very calm.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Nice.
You know the way.
Alright,
You
next
can
place.
Where are we going?
But there's students practice, yeah.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Alright, guess we have to use the elevator. There we go.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here. Leave me alone.
What a pussy.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
That's a lie. What about his name on back on the pills that we just found? So that's bullshit. Yeah.
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
No, but we have. Where is it? The prescription, right? Yeah, there we go.
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Another lie. Because the pills are for sleep, not about weight. That is definitely bullshit. So if I doubt that, oh man, I'm scared. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so it's back up.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
Oh, look at this.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Nice. Just get right into it. Alright. Let's go see the doctor first and we'll continue on the... yeah. You guys know the deal. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the Let's Play. I've been very excited lately so far making Let's Plays. And I just love making videos, guys. It feels amazing, to be honest. And
the old boy's lying.
now that I'm trying to build a public...
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to
It's
have
very
to the
fucked
death
up.
of a young patient.
Yeah. We'll see about that later in the case, man. We'll see about that.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right, where to?
Let's go to the autopsy, man. Check out what's going on with the body, or he got something special, some shit.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
Where's the doc? He's not there, obviously. So it's here. Right?
Seems like a decent guy.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
What the? Hold on.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Hollywood Police Station. Wait, is that already here, right? Maybe 2 next door. And where is interview? Hold on. Oh shit, this is a new place, isn't it?
Arnett is in interview 2, Phelps. Go help him get whatever it is
No,
off his
hold on,
chest.
hold on. Where the fuck? I don't see it. Booking deck. Interview room 2. There we go. This one is different.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
The victim.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally models.
Yeah. I think this guy is the one from the jacket. So let's,
Come clean with us, Arnett. Was Miss Randall your mistress? Is that how she could afford such a lavish lifestyle?
That's a ridiculous allegation. How could you possibly prove that I paid for Julia's things?
Smoking jacket. Wait, hold on.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that?
Just, let's remove an answer just in case. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna do the jacket.
We were strictly business. Julia and I came from different
Oh my god!
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Yeah.
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
This one is the... Yeah.
I'm here of my own free will, Detective.
Seriously?
I'm
What
doing
the
my best to be helpful. The last thing I'd want to do is lie.
What the fuck?
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
Jimmy LeBlanc. Just in case. Alright, yeah, so he's back up.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
You got this gadget whiz putting recording devices into place.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
Man, I could have done those 2 questions, to be honest. They were
He
so...
was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
I mean, you can tell he was lying, because he was pretty bad at it. I just had trouble finding the right clue for the cues. And sometimes you don't know if it's doubtful.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
If it's just a lie, you know? I want to keep a high distance. I just really don't want to get spotted or some shit like that, man. I stay way back. Way back. So yeah, as you can, I just saw you cannot tell if it's lying or telling the or it's doubtful what he was saying, but that's why I used a lot of intuition because I was scared and I still got 2 wrongs in this asshole, which it was kind of easy to, you know, whatever, man. Well, like I said before, this is not a perfect score. Let's play. This is more of a blind playthrough, you could say. Oh fuck! Seriously?
Damn it, we got pink. He's
What's
off.
that?
Quick.
What? You got pink? What the fuck do you mean you got pink? And don't scare me like that, bro. Right. Please hurry the hell up, man. You're kind of stressing me out here a little bit.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
Alright.
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
No, that's bullshit.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him and see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. I'm gonna get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Hold on, man. Who's this guy? Well, where is that to tell him now? Again? For some reason? That's 2 tells in a row. I'm still thinking about those 2 questions, man. I know he was lying. It's just hard to doubt and accuse at the same time. It's kind of you gotta listen very carefully what they're saying. So, all right, I'm going to Miro here. Stay here for a while. See where this guy goes. Or it's quite far. I guess it's kind of risky if you move to that traffic, tell them like that. But here it's safer, you know. All right, let's keep walking. A little bit. A little bit. And it's quite far. Let's go over here. Tell him like this. There he goes. Alright. Let's go incognito here. Quick. Cannot go incognito here. Alright. Oh shit. Go. Where's this guy? Cognito, come on, man. There we go.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket for Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Nice. Alright. Tell him 2 times. Now let's go to the next air. Hold on. What the hell? Hold on.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thanks for your help.
Alright. As I mentioned before, guys, this is not a perfect Let's Play, so it's more focused on story. Just to let you guys know on that, and we're just gonna beat the story as it is.
You're behind the wheel.
We got a perfect score. We got a
Fine.
perfect score.
Where are we headed?
Doesn't well. Randall's Hollywood 9 P. Hollywood Police Station. What's in here? Let's go to the Hollywood then.
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus 2 dames always equals problems.
Come on,
Let's give him a hand.
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
What the fuck is going on? This is
Wallace,
different.
go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Alright. Let's see if we can get him. What the hell? Jesus. Oh shit.
Come get me.
Throw out the guns.
We should have thrown grenades in this game, but nope. That happened. I guess.
Give me some cover.
See ya. Back. Cover for health. Alright. Where's this guy?
Move, I've got you.
Got him.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. Nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. He missed his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
This kid's been very
You know the way.
long.
You can drive.
Oh my god.
Where are we going?
What? Another police station. Look at Randall's apart. I guess we're gonna go here first. Wait, I don't know where to go next. Should I go to the police first? I think we should, to be honest. Let's go here. What's in here, though? Please.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
We caught up with Mao. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
You could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, boy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
Old cigarette, right?
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Huh. Is that it? What? There's more? Alright, hold on. Blue and metal vest, knives. Keep going. Let's time a brush. Old cigarette. Radio. Wait, who has a Burley? What else? Sharpie ring?
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Burley. Guess those two. 2 Burleys, right? Let me make sure. Yep. What? There's more? Abigail. Baldwin. Let's just click gold necklace.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Ah, Willie, right. Yvonne, James, Frank. Who else? Just clicking. There must be something else here. Elderly. Abigail. Cash. See Woody. Oh, Doctor.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
There we go. So we just apparently had to find those names. Oh well. That's all.
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Randall's apartment. That's Eve Strong resident. Yeah, we'll have to go to Julia, right? Yeah, let's go there.
And playing at being boys.
Public carrier will
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
Nice house.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Alright, first questions.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
That is definitely bullshit.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
Now, this one, I'm gonna get it right, because obviously we saw that the value is 10,000, the cigarette case, and it's not 25,000 like she mentioned. That's fucking bullshit.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
That terrible night, at least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Yeah, she's telling the truth.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
And I gotta drive. Hold on, dude, this case has been very long. Oh my god. Alright, let's go to Randall's apartment here. Why Julia Randall is available? I don't get that. That's pretty strange. Sorry, hit the hell, dude.
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What is socking it, sister? You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Alright guys, if maybe you guys can see this, I don't know. Yo, I am not gonna lie, that was a very
Come on, sister.
long
Let's find
drive,
out who your
bro.
fiance really is.
That is just so crazy, man.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
Where's this apartment, though?
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Stop!
LAPD!
Don't kill him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on, get
Put
out.
your hands in the air!
Jesus Christ. Where is he? Oh god.
Give it up! LAPD!
Come on! Oh shit. What the fuck? How did I get here?
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop.
How'd you get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. He came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming round, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
Tickets.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her?
Oh.
Vacheron Constantine. It's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
A graduation present for my parents.
That's it. Nope. Oh, yep, it is. Alright, so this guy is gonna like the shit out of us now that he's knocked out, so I don't think he's gonna... Fuck, man. I'm scared. Let's just go for it. First, you know, burglary ring.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Okay. So he's obviously lying.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
Okay, let's be careful here. Let's start from the bottom. 17 grand man's rest. This is selling items. 12 months period. Train ticket to Mexico. Homicide. Golden ring. So testify to Mr. Henderson living in San Francisco. Of course, no. Maybe it's either this one. Ah, yeah, it's this one. Because he says it's a model business, but it's
Won't
funny
let me
because...
leave until we finish this, detective. So you'd best get on with it.
Don't worry, I got it.
I thought as much. Shouldn't you be calling me an ambulance or something?
Oh my god, man. This case is the death of me. I'm gonna keep going. Like I said, we're here for the story. This might be one of the worst cases I've ever done, to be honest. It's been very long. It's actually pretty easy. Motive for random murder. Yeah.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she had her. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
That's funny because she said that you live in San Francisco. Or we can do the... Where is it? Ticket.
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. To pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
The identity of Mr. Henderson.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Okay, I think this one is the contraband list. For a 12-month period. Yeah.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Well, guys, I am now feeling very frustrated. This is not gonna be a 5-star. Let me tell you right now, this is not going to be a 5-star.
Can you drive to this one?
But
where are we going?
We're reaching the end of it, hopefully, because I'm really getting tired of this case. I know, so sorry. Yeah, whatever.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
Should have never told you that.
Well, we're hearing the doctor. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm very scared. Let's see. What can we get here?
The doctor will give us something to make this all better.
Dude, this case has been very long. Oh my god, this is the longest case I've ever done. I'm not joking. You guys may see like a 40 minutes type thing, but it's not. It's actually an hour and a half.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
Oh, the practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife, or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Oh my!
Didn't see that coming.
Where'd that happen from a short? Damn, bro. Jesus.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way. We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Oh, finally, man. This video's been very long. Jesus Christ. Like I said, I'm gonna cut the shit out of this fucking video. It's been so long, man.
That old boy really fell for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Hopefully this goes down for
Life has a way of making you pay
15
for
minutes
your
or
pride.
55.
You're quite the romantic,
Man,
Phelps.
it's almost 2
Stick with
hours
the
long.
Broken hearts are for chumps.
There's so much stuff. What the hell?
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as
Jesus.
they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Look how many fucking places we went to already. And it's already nighttime. That's how long this video is gonna be, man. So, hopefully you made it this far, because, oh my god. Jesus Christ.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
What?
A
are we
harmonica
going?
playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your
What?
mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Wait. Cole. Do you hear that?
Where? Yeah, I hear someone this way. Hear it. There we go.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Fuck. Jesus. They have to go on top, I don't get that. Why they do that, right? What the hell? Where the hell is this guy going? This one? Shit. Yes. Going on top. I can go in. Oh shit. Go on top. Go on top. Go, 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 go. Go, man. Where did he go? Oh god. Jesus Christ, man. Oh. Is this it?
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
Shit. That's for the hell of it, right? There we go. Oh shit, we just got a
Son
trophy
of a
for
bitch
that.
really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Leah had that impact on a lot of them.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Damn. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Four stars. Really, man. I was expecting that anyways. How many questions correct? 3 wrong. Well, at least we got 13 right, so that's good. $1,300 vehicle damage. Damn. Well, thank you guys for watching. I think I'm just gonna upload this video. I will upload 2 more tomorrow and all that. What is it? Today, it's gonna be damn, it's gonna be 17th of July when you guys see the other videos. But it's okay, man. I'm gonna still start the Last of Us. If I don't finish this game, and the last few parts I'm gonna upload it with the Last of Us Part 2. And once it's done, well, I guess I'm gonna just focus on the Last of Us Part 2. So without further ado, guys, that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching. This was a really intense one for me, and a very I even missed one clue. Are you fucking kidding me? Maybe it wasn't that Julia case, but never mind. Anyway, guys, take care. Have a good one. Watch out for the coronavirus and all, and take it easy, man. This one was very long for me. Hopefully, you guys see us an hour or 15 minutes video. Have a good one, guys. Take care.